Greetings from Branson, Missouri. We're in Branson for 3 days of fun. In this video here, we're going to show you all the attractions we go to see, all the wonderful fun food we have to eat, and everything else we do along the way. Let's go have fun in Branson.
On the west side of Branson, we have Talking Rocks Cavern. It's a cave tour. We've never been here. Oh, look at them. They have a mini golf too. I love their little mascot.
They're selling them.
We have about 30 minutes before our tour. Therefore, we decided to take a little hike.
Yeah, they got a couple different trails. One that goes to like a waterfall and one that goes to a lookout tower.
We're on the lookout tower trail. We were walking and all of a sudden this Bigfoot appeared and someone got scared.
It was me, I was scared.
It was great. Very peaceful, no one else is here. We have found a little lookout tower. You're pretty high.
Cool views.
It kind of shakes though. This shirt really reminds me of a conversation Harry had with Hagrid. What's the difference between stalactites and stalagmites? One has an M in it. We have made it into the cave.
It's really awesome.
It is. Some of these passageways gets very, very tight. So just be forewarned. This kind of shows you a better view of how tight that walk is.
And then there's a grotto salamander, which is trans.
We are officially all the way at the bottom of the cave. It's really neat.
Now, do you guys know who Ripley's Believe It or Not is? So he came down and wanted to illustrate it. The only issue is he made it about as big as a cathedral. Let the cave guys in cathedral for mallets. And as you guys can see,
Tonight's dinner is at Fall Creek. Look at the sign.
And home of the tossed rolls, not throwed rolls. That's a different thing at a very famous restaurant, Lambert's. Sort of in the greater Branson area.
Probably the same idea. They have rolls, thrown rolls, and she is throwing the rolls. He's trying to get some. Starting our dinner with potato skins. There is a coupon. If you spend $40, you get free potato skins, and it's a massive plate. For the main course, I went with the country fried steak. Looks amazing. He went with the pork chop. Definitely some seasoning on there. And I really don't know what the decor here is. You have Pepsi signs, Coke signs, gas station signs, and Branson stuff. And then all the way over here, you have a Santa suit. Odd. There's no filming inside, but we just spent an hour at the Apple Tree Mall. It's pretty much like a flea market, but it's fun to look around because you have no idea what's inside. It is our first full day here in Branson. We're starting off at the aquarium.
I think it's going to be a very full day.
Yes, it probably is. Look at this giant octopus. Something that you don't see much is the giant Pacific octopus out. Usually they like very small crevices and holes. And nope, this one's out playing. I don't know if he was getting fed.
Yeah, there's a hand.
Oh, yep.
He's getting pets like a dog.
Look at that. He's enjoying it. He is giant. I think they're done training or enrichment. He's currently in the pop-up, surrounded by fish. Very well done tanks. Look at this guy. Not sure how well this will turn out in camera, but these fish I don't think I've ever seen before. They're called a flashlight fish. We found the sea turtle. He's beautiful. The theming level here is top notch.
Very reminiscent of Journey to Atlantis back home.
That it does. They do have a tunnel with a whole bunch of fish. Now we're back at the main Bradley exhibit, but there's lots and lots of fish here. They have a whole bunch of garden eels. Up next is Branson's Promised Land Zoo. We have sloths and he's up, and I love how his head is underneath the bar. We get a free feeding stick. My Sue's not interesting. Your Sue? All the birds love them.
Hi, you're so cute.
Look at this Scottish Highland. He's so cute. You can also feed him. The ostriches poking their head over the fence, and I believe they're probably waiting for the car to go through so that they could get fed.
I mean, we can feed them too. They said anything with a single fence.
You never know what animals you could feed. Is he gentle?
He's very gentle.
He's so adorable.
They can be very smelly as well. As you can see, they're covered in flies. They seem very relaxed. Nibble on anything down there. Welcome to the car. Here, I could turn up the air conditioning. Do you like that? Is that good for alpacas?
Went on fly ride at Behind the Lens. This is a Soarin' type ride. They use a lot of Soarin' effects. The water, the pine trees. I thought I smelled oranges at one point, but we were like in the ocean. But it's fun. They have video games at Behind the Lens. And you're playing pinball with the touchscreen. Guys, they have a Sega Genesis with my favorite, Sonic. I used to love this game. He's really enjoying Ball Defenders. I think that's what it's called, Wall Defenders. For lunch, we are going to Billy Bob's Dairyland. For lunch, I went with a burger melt, and he went with a double cheeseburger with fries. Looks really good. Definitely a quaint restaurant. Now it is a cash or check only. No credit cards. I'm really curious of what is in this celebrity car museum, as the most famous cars I feel like are outside advertising. You have Mater, Lightning McQueen.
Ecto-1.
You have an Ecto-1. Apparently advertisements for the female Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
And over there you have the Jurassic Park Jeep, as well as Scooby-Doo's mystery machine. Inside they have the space car from Fast and the Furious 9.
Yeah.
You do love those movies. With this museum, they do have some screen used cars, like this Dukes of Hazzards.
From the movie.
From the movie, yes.
Johnny Knoxville.
Yes. And then you have a Batmobile, but this is a replica. So you do have to kind of read the signs of which ones were used in the screen and which ones are replicas. When you come to museums like this, you see half of them are probably Fast and the Furious. So this is from the original one. It's Dom's Charger, one of probably about 100. Another famous car here is the Mutts Cut from Dumb and Dumber.
It's the Shaggin' Wagon.
Yes. Look at that.
Beauty.
Look at that tongue. At Grand Country Fun Spot, they have a very large banjo in their pizza area. They also have a giant fiddle. So someone decided to pay $13.50 for a coaster credit. I did not go along with that. But here he is. It's at the track. There are 3 different locations here. And here he is riding his coaster. One of my favorite things about Ripley's, believe it or not, are all the interesting decor outside or in the lobby of them. There's always so much, and look at this transformer built from car parts. He is massive too. Here is a farmhouse made out of toothpicks. You never know what you'll find at a Ripley's. This is a dinosaur made from Pop-Tart foil. And then
It's a beautiful
the largest roll of toilet paper
In the world.
Yep, there you go. This right here took me far too long to write in the loop. We thought they were going to claim that they had the biggest ball of twine. Nope, it is world's largest string ball. Very different. It is getting a little bit late, so therefore for some drinks, air conditioning, and dinner, we decided to head to Branson's Landing. It's their shopping, dining, entertainment district, kind of like Disney Springs, downtown Disney. We're going to grab a drink at 7 Arrows Tap Room, because what caught our eye is the local craft beer flights. We got a flight for $15. It was a create your own flight. My favorite was the Great Escape, perfectly peachy. Of course, every tourist destination has to have a pepper palace.
It's great. I love the Pepper Palace.
We are very familiar with the Smith Creek Moonshine, as there is one in Gatlinburg. Smith Creek Moonshine does do free tastings. My favorite is the butter cake. The butter cake is so delicious. You are very intrigued by this book.
Just did 15 samples of moonshine, and like, that sounds wonderful. I also like the goose.
The goose? I wish we saw the sign earlier. We were at the 10 o'clock performance. However, look at the 8 o'clock. It's 3 shows. Drink a flight at the Bricktown Brewery. My favorite is definitely the blueberry ale. We got the hazy, the blood orange, the Kolsch, and the blueberry. I also ordered one of my favorite bar snacks, cheese curds. Someone wasn't super hungry, but I needed to eat. Their flights, super cheap.
It was $6.75. Holy, you never see a flight at a brewery for $6.75.
No.
Never.
No, they had to be their own brew.
But that's what you want anyway.
And they only had 6, so you could choose 4 of their 6, but yes. And onward, maybe to home.
And that was half the price of the other flight we had at the different bar.
Yeah. One more stop before heading to the hotel is Hertz Donuts Company. Now, there's not much to do here in Branson. After probably 10, 9, a lot of attractions close by then.
And there's not even a lot of bars or breweries or anything that will be open late for late night fun.
But Hertz Donut Company is.
Yeah, they never close.
Mr. American Dinosaur greeting us. I'm excited to check out which donuts they have today. I do love these donuts. Now, of course, if you come in the morning, there's way more options than if you come here at night. But these are just delicious. I think I've had the cookies and cream before. I'm kind of tempted to get it again. We'll see. I decided to go with Serial Killer donut, and he went with a strawberry cheesecake. Looks delicious. Day 2, we are spending the day here at Silver Dollar City. We are here about 15 minutes early, so waiting for the park open and going to Fire in the Hole. First ride done, Fire in the Hole. I love the sign. It's really well done. Don't know if it's worth the money that they spent.
About $30 to $40 million on this.
However,
it's charming. It's wonderful.
I love the audio, but yeah.
It does feel very similar to the old one as well, just a little bit more modern. The big changes for me noticeable were the lighting and the audio were much more clear.
And I agree with that. And there's more of a storyline now. Sometimes your plans in theme parks don't go well. Both of these rides are currently closed. We went on Powder Keg and then got our refillable mug and our tasting lanyard. Went on Outlaw Run. And these are very odd. merchandise. I also have to say, man, Outlaw Run, those seats are tight. They are small.
But you made it.
I did. Just saw the saloon show. That is a fabulous show.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
It's very small, so be prepared to get there a little bit early. But it's wonderful. It's air conditioning. It's funny. I really enjoyed it. And now we are getting bourbon chicken kettle chips with our lanyard. Another show, we're going to Stunt Dogs, and I love how they have information about the dogs. Like that dog's from Tampa.
Breaks to show off. So if you see her do something you like, make sure to cheer her on. She loves your boss.
We went on Powder Keg again, and it's a really fun launch coaster. There they go. We just got off Wildfire. It's a pretty good ride. You have great views from this ride. I know last time I was here, I got a sunset picture and it was gorgeous. One of my favorite food items here, and probably one of the most classic ones here, is a skillet. Their serving size here with the lanyard, it's massive.
Yeah.
Part of the fun is going in all the shops of the artisans. And we just got free taffy, and it was sour raspberry. We tried to get into the cave tour, showed up about 17 minutes or so early, and we were 4 people away from making the tour. They only take 45 people, so plan ahead. But crazy, this is the longest line in the park we've seen so far.
Going here is Thunderation, which is the park's mine train style.
Time Traveler and Thunderation both opened. It's pretty amazing, no lines.
Silver Dollar City Saloon. I recommend that show real highly, y'all. It's all kinds of fun. They got dancing saloon girls.
I think this is the biggest cornhole I've ever seen.
Nope, Texas Fair.
No, yeah, I forgot about that one.
Yes?
This late in the day?
Absolutely, it'll wake you up.
Oh, okay. Goodbye, folks. Enjoy your day at the city and stay dry. Wait for me.
Come on, Professor Oswald, follow me.
Our third item from the lanyard is a hibachi pork belly. It's not that big. The skillet was giant. They have giant tree rope. He was better at it. He's already gotten at it like 3 times in my 0 times. Now the pressure's on. Our next food item on our tasting lanyard is a bratwurst with a pretzel bun. I think one of the most unique rides here is the Flooded Mine. It's a shooting game, but it's in a boat. Up next, Grandfather's Mansion, which is like a funhouse. Another ride on Outlaw Run. Our last item is ribs. Mystic River Falls, while it hasn't been operating most of the day, it was not a ride that we were going to probably ride, but it looks like they are currently like turning off the pumps, maybe draining the flume. I'm not sure. It operated for 6 minutes in the last 5 hours that we sat.
It's kind of cool seeing this.
Yeah, no, definitely. Watching the rapids drain. Anytime that you go to Dollywood or Silver Dollar City, I feel like this is a must. It's cinnamon bread. We got the apple cinnamon bread.
Apple pie.
Apple pie cinnamon bread. It is one of the specialty ones. You can get it here at Silver Dollar City, I believe, anytime.
Yeah.
But Dollywood's only special times. Or special.
If ever. I don't think I've ever seen it.
No? Okay. Well, there you go. They have concerts, and tonight it's someone called Mixtapes. One more ride on Fire in the Hole. Good morning, starting off our third full day here in Branson at the historic downtown. I love their main street, it's definitely old school. And we're gonna go into Dick's 5 and 10. This store really does have anything that you can imagine, from t-shirts to art supplies to school, office supplies to toys. A lot. Okay, maybe because I'm not Ravenclaw, but I was just reading this book, and I did not find any of the jokes really funny. Actually, what do the wizards call the game of tag a witch hunt? That's actually pretty good. But there was one like, why did Dumbledore cross the road to get more lemon drops? Like, I mean, I know that's his favorite candy, but no. It is breakfast time at Parlor Donuts. And their donuts look fabulous. Look at the cookies and cream. You have the chocolate. You have turtle cheesecake. Churro campfire. They look really good. And here are our donuts. I went with the turtle cheesecake. He went with the cookies and cream. And I love how they have mini donuts as well. So we have a coconut and a raspberry. We came over to Copperhead Mountain Coaster. This is the one mountain coaster you haven't done on town. It is 10:40 and probably 50 people you said in line or so?
Yeah, this thing just opened at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, and it's probably like an hour wait, so we are skipping this. Get here right whenever it opens, probably, if you want to go. After the mountain coaster being a bust, we are going to the Butterfly Palace. Inside they have a mirror maze. It's very dark and well themed. That mirror maze was actually very difficult. They have these small exhibits. This is a Chinese water dragon. And this small area of different reptiles. This guy's really, really cute. He's a red-eyed crocodile skink. I really, really love this guy. He's a panther chameleon from Madagascar. You also have two very active turtles. They had about a 15-minute movie. Pretty well done, however, it doesn't really keep kids' attention. A lot of families with small kids left during it. And then we are in the butterfly exhibit now. And they have magnifying glasses, guides, and then I believe these are like nectars or something that you can carry around to see if it lands, any butterfly lands on it. And there's a close-up of one of the butterflies. Here's a big one that landed right in front of me. He is currently attracting a couple butterflies. One is on his shoulder over here. And then his flower got one. It's flapping. Our next attraction is the world's largest toy museum. And I think the front is adorable. Look at all these old Mickey Mouse 10 toys. You never know what you'll see here and what timeline you're in, because these are old wooden cars. And then you come down here and you have a Lightning McQueen clock. They also have like window displays of A Christmas Carol that apparently a store in Galveston had. Probably during Christmas time. They just have hundreds and hundreds of toys categorized by themes. So Ninja Turtles, Batman's, Spider-Man's, Superman's, all over. The Lion King section goes on and on and on. And I had some of these toys. Some of these pens. in some of these plates. My classic story about a Furby is my dad worked really early in the morning to make his flights, and I would leave it on the kitchen table and it would scare him. He would not turn on the light, try not to wake us, and I was banned from bringing the Furby downstairs and it had to be in my room. It couldn't leave my room after that. The classic Mickey phone. We had that. Look at this old Winnie the Pooh. This Rapunzel Barbie was actually one of my favorite Barbies I had. Model trains are just fascinating to watch. On these vlogs, one thing that we don't really show you is the small filming parts. So we are right now at the Welcome Center and we are filming parts for the video. Currently in the Outlet Center, they did have another moonshine, Smith Creek, so we had that.
There are 3 less samples here than the one at Branson Landing. So
There we
Branson
go.
Landing, so if you can only go to one, go to that one.
And we're going into the Disney store. They also have a box lunch. At one of the tracks, they have a Ferris wheel. On the Ferris wheel, you get a decent view. We're about maybe halfway up right now. We are at Andy's Frozen Custard, and look at the custard machine.
Really good.
Since it is 1,000,000 degrees outside, we had to get some custard. And
It's delicious.
he says it's delicious. There's only chocolate and vanilla though.
A lot
But
of mixing kind of
yeah,
thing.
you can do mixing.
Concretes.
After that delicious custard, it is wine time. We're gonna go to St. James Winery in a really cool building. We just entered and it is a pretty amazing building here. Look at this giant wine bottle, or barrel.
Barrel.
It's a barrel, not a bottle. And onward to some wines. They have tastings. It's $15 per person. You get 5. You can do a flight for 4 samples, but they're going to be bigger pours, and you choose. Or we did a class, and ours is about $7 or so. I went with black and blue, which is blackberry and blueberry. Fantastic. And he went with a cherry Moscato. For dinner, we're going to eat Chicago style pizza. We went with a 12-inch meat lovers pizza. I'm excited. It smells amazing. It looks pretty amazing. I bet it is amazing. Well, the pizza was amazing, but I am so full. That pizza place is off the strip a little bit. It's about a 15-minute drive. And now we're back on the strip at something called Retro Mania. I'm not sure what this is, but we'll find out. The entrance still doesn't really explain this. And whenever I walked in, I originally thought this was a moon man because it has the MTV sign. No, but just an astronaut. After entering, you're greeted by movie posters and these wax figures. Still not 100% sure what's going on, but I like R2-D2. This TV plays commercials from the 80s. I've watched it about 4 or 5 commercials now, and I'm kind of fascinated. If you haven't figured it out yet, I still don't know what this place is. But there's Gremlins
Forrest Gump's here.
next to Forrest Gump without his briefcase. They have arcades that are on free play. There's more wax figures over here. Very interesting. They have mini golf, and this is a very, very, very hard hole. I think you're on stroke 14?
I don't know.
15? Something like that. They also had a haunted house, which was actually pretty good. It had animatronics. Well, I just experienced Retro Mania, and I don't know what to say. I still don't know what it is.
It's a free play arcade / world's hardest mini golf course / surprisingly good haunted attraction.
They also have, of course, escape rooms. That's an upcharge, and interactive, like VR.
And some horrible wax figures.
They do. They do. But we got it on Groupon.
$12.
12 bucks, not bad. Currently on the rad patio still at Retro Mania, but the light package on the Ferris wheel is awesome. The camera does not do it justice. It has so many different patterns as well. And now I'm recording it, it's not going to change the pattern. Ending the night at the Hollywood Wax Museum, Castle of Chaos, and maybe Mini Golf. We got the fiber ticket when we bought the aquarium, and this is included with the fiber ticket.
This building's so cool. Look at King Kong.
Yeah, look at King Kong up there. Amazing during the day and night. The first attraction is a Tryotech ride. The next attraction is a long story, and then a mirror maze.
Like we just had a guy come back up and walk through. He's like, I'm at the beginning, aren't I?
And he was. That he was. And in we go. They have like projections or something here. That was pretty neat with the projections.
Yeah.
And it was long and kind of complicated. With the Tryotech ride, you could choose between 2 different movies or experiences. We've done both of them. The carnival one I think is creepier, so you have smaller kids.
Creepy, yeah.
I probably wouldn't do that one. Now it is time for the Wax Museum. The Rap Street is actually pretty good, and I'm shocked they have like modern day M&M, not Slim Shady. They have Tupac and Lil Wayne, and then of course Snoop Dogg. I just walked around the corner, he was ahead of me, and I come to him wrapped up in a snake with Chris Barat. Your favorite is the squirrel.
If I could hit the squirrel.
Come on. Yeah, that's pretty cute. And if you're wondering why Taylor Swift music is playing, well, she's standing behind us because that's what makes sense here. I am not the biggest horror fan, but this room is fabulous, the way that they have it themed. It is everyone's favorite role Jack Black has played, Nacho Libre.
Conversation's fun.
Also included in the fiver is Shoot for the Stars Mini Golf.
Boost you to star status if you let me be your agent. Signed right here.
I look love.
It is pretty fabulous here.
And thank your agent. What's his name again? All together now.
Marty McBooster. These interactives are really cool. Now, one thing about the mini golf, especially this course, it's very, very popular. It's long lines, and sometimes we skip a couple holes. We'll probably play about 10, 12.
Yeah, but we also got this package with a whole bunch of other stuff, so I don't feel as bad.
Yeah.
And it'll probably save us like 45 minutes of time.
And that will probably do it for our last full day here in Branson. We're going to do a couple attractions tomorrow, but you won by 9 strokes. We've hit, there's 19 holes, and we ended up playing 13 of them.
Marty McBooster.
A really cool thing Cakes and Cream does here, they have a drive-in movie theater. So right now, Rocky's playing. Well, in Branson, we stayed at the Spinning Wheel. It was $250 for the 4 nights. It had a pool, very, very popular pool. The room was big, bed, really big, soft. It had the Brainwashing channel, which is the vacation channel. He loves watching everything that you could do in Branson. And then the bathroom was a decent size. Overall, I really enjoyed this hotel room. For breakfast, we are starting out at Billy Gale's. And here is our food. I went with the sloppy chicken. It's biscuits and chicken. This is a massive 14-inch pancake, really giant. And then we got a $1 million bacon. Our last attraction here in Branson is Wild World. the rhino iguana. There's a coatimundi right here against the glass. And he has a friend that's on a post. Look at the dingoes. This is albino red-eared slider, and he's awesome. Look at him. There is a Canadian lynx, as one jumped right over me.
I also like how they have like a big Olmec type head in the back of their enclosure.
They do. There's the one that jumped over me.
And there we go. That'll do it for our time in Branson, Missouri. A wonderful little adventure. If you got any questions about anything in the video, let me know in the comment section below. And thank you very much for watching.